Hold on, let me see. I feel like this is a little greasy. Okay. So, this is a real moment because I'm struggling right now. Because I'm just coming to a realization that I have a lot of fucking issues, y'all. Like, I feel like the hardest thing for me has been this revelation that, yeah, you know all these things, Alexis, but you have not been putting no work in. Like, I know all my whys, I know my awareness, and I'm all big about, like, saying, you know, you can be aware, and awareness, you could just sit in awareness, but that's nothing. And I'm over here doing it. And it got overwhelming because it's like, damn, I got a lot of things that I got to work on, y'all. I got a lot of things that I got to work on. I am not proud of, and I'm not beating myself up. I'm really coming from a compassionate, real place with myself because I sat here like, bitch, you are not perfect. You do not, just because you are aware of it and you've acknowledged these things and you're accountable does not mean that you've been actually changing and doing and being kind to others. Because how am I being kind to others if I'm not being kind to myself? Like, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming because I'm sitting here, I'm journaling, and I'm doing my own reading. And I'm like, damn, is this the time where I have to get on? Is this when Spirit's telling me, like, this is when you share your moments? This is a vulnerable state right here because I'm like, fuck, like, I haven't been, like, it just hit me, like, nah, I haven't been living according to my values, like, and that shit hurts because the fixer in me wants to go back and fix everything, but it's like, what's done is done. And I'm talking about all aspects of my life. And I'm just like, fuck, I'm not it. Like, it's a lot of things that I do that hurt other people. I'm like, damn, I really do take everything personally. And I do I'm trying to be right. I'm trying to be right, you know, all the time. And trying to prove myself all the time. So I dismiss other people's feelings. Sometimes I move in self-righteous ways. Like, I don't even know what self-righteous meant until I looked it up and I was like, damn, Alexis, I'm self-righteous. I'm not trying to beat myself up. I'm being real with myself. So these things can change, y'all, because, like, I see that you can get lost in this spiritual shit. You can get lost in, like, healing. Because it could be an illusion. You can be an illusion of your own healing. You could think that you're healing something and, like, you're just doing the same patterns, but, like, because you're aware of it, it's like, oh yeah, because I'm aware of it though, you know, I got this, yeah. I acknowledge that I hurt you because I realize that I'm betraying myself. But what does that hold if I'm not applying action? You know, like, if I'm not actually changing. I do believe in spirit. I feel like that's what spirit be guiding me. Like, Alexis, like, live by your values so you can stop feeling so much shame. Like, if I was actually making choices in alignment with my truth, like how I really do feel and what I really do value, I wouldn't be beating myself up so much. I wouldn't have to hide from nobody. I wouldn't have to be in shame and doubt. Like, I would stand on it. Like, I would really stand on it. So, and I notice, like, even things that I do, like, when in times of chaos, like, I'm reactive. Like, doesn't matter how many times I meditate. Doesn't matter how many times I and hum, y'all. Like, I'm still human. Like, I react. But I don't want to react like that no more. I really am tired. Like, I don't want to defend. I don't want to raise my hand and say, wait, you're wrong. I don't want to tell someone that they're wrong. I don't want to anymore. I feel like even my assumptions of things, like, it's just, that's why I feel like I'm overwhelmed. Like, I was like, let me come over here and talk because it's just like, fuck, like, Exactly. And that's how I feel. It's like I'm in this place where it's like, okay, I did what I did. I can't change it. It's already done. Now, how can I do better? And when I was pulling my cards, it says small progress is still progress. And it's like, damn, that shit really meant something to me, because, like, yeah, I'm making changes and I beat myself up because it's like, oh, I'm not there yet. Like, I recognize this in myself, but it's not 100% yet. So I'm not there. Like, no, it's like, Alexis, change doesn't happen overnight. Never let anyone, thank you for that. I needed to hear that. Never let anyone distract you from being you. And I feel like that's where the fear comes in. It's like, damn, is love going to be pulled away if I express this truth? And that's why I'm like, I can't live like that no more. I can't. It's overwhelming, and it's also betraying myself and the people that I love. How can I show up and be real with him if I can't be real with myself? And so I'm taking on a new perspective. I'm like, fuck, Alexis, like, you be taking shit personally. You don't let nobody express themselves. You judge, you know, like, you don't give no open space for safety to express, but you want to express. Someone's telling you how they feel, what they take from, you know, whatever you did to them or whatever you did outside of them, and you interrupt them with trying to be right. Like, what does being right get you? It doesn't get me anywhere. What is right anyway? What is right and what is wrong? Like, what am I doing? Like, I just feel like I was sitting here like, fuck. All this shadow work I do shadow work, like, and I don't do it a lot where I'm in the dark all the time, you know. I do shadow work and then I do my light work, but it's like I'm doing all this shadow work and I know all these things about myself. I know the root of everything. I know the root cause. Why do I keep finding myself in problems? Alexis, you gotta take steps. You gotta change. Exact authenticity, and that's what I have been lacking in. That's real shit. Like, I have been lacking in authenticity. Even when I come on here with y'all, like when I do the readings, like, nah, that's not cool. Because why am I putting up a facade as if I'm okay and, you know, oh, I got it. And yes, I know that I defend myself. However, he's, you know, toxic. No, that's not cool. Like, I'm toxic as fuck too. I do things that are not healthy as well. I have to recognize that. Like, I had to see myself. Like, damn. I'm hurting people. I feel like, and that I've been watching like a lot of podcasts with this woman named Carolyn Miss, and she's real as fuck. And of course I like her because she's a Sagittarius, you know. Of course I rock with her because she's a Sag. And I didn't know she was a Sag until I was like, why do I like this girl? Let me look up her chart. Sag, Sun, Gemini, Moon. I said, okay, this makes sense. But she's so blunt with it, right? And she's like, this world, like, we think that we're moving through healing, but we are really selfish as fuck. I was like, she's right. Like, we all be like, oh, my inner child. Oh, I do this because I was hurt when I was young. Oh, I do this because of this. It's like, she's like, no, this ain't right. People are all moving in according to what they need to feel and what they, you know, it's just like, when we hear that, like, oh yeah, you should go based off of how you feel and do things that are aligned with you, yes. But we also need to be mindful of who we're affecting. Like, are we really being honest with ourselves, or are we just in this story that we hold? Because I just, what I wrote down today, it says you can get so involved in things that you begin to believe the emotions that, or the story that the emotions created. You begin to cling to that story, and it's no longer fitting where you are now. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. The old story is like, it doesn't fit here anymore. That's what yeah. Like, when people be especially expressing their dark emotions, you're like, why are we talking about the negativity? Why can't we just focus on the positive? It's like, that's not what life is about. Life is about the positive and the negative. It has to be, it's the rawness. It's the authenticness. It's like, it's just being real. And so I was like, okay, well, Alexis, why can't you be real? Like, I am, but like, why can't you be fully like, where you don't give a fuck? Like, why can't you be like that? It's like, because I'm not making choices that are aligned with my values. I'm making choices out of a reactive state. And so then I have guilt and I have shame and I have doubt because my higher self is like, what are you doing, bruh? Like, what are you really doing? We know better. So why aren't we doing better? That's where the guilt comes in. Because it's like, if guilt I don't think it's from other people making us feel guilty. I really feel like guilt comes from us making decisions in a reactive state and not in a balanced and aligned state. And I noticed that I don't handle chaos too well. Like, I'm not good at breakups or like endings or like conflict. Like, I'm good at like conflict at a professional place. Like, I'm really great with that. But I'm not great with conflict within my intimate interpersonal relationships. It throws me for a loop. I feel like that's that little girl in me that's like, no, don't leave. Like, love me. I'm sorry. Like, that's. And I had a dream. Okay, so I was asleep on my bed. Like, I was just like, how you lay down? I was laying down, but I was listening to a podcast, and I wasn't falling asleep, but I was asleep. I don't know. I was like in between worlds, okay? But the dream, the dream was like, it was like a play. I don't even know how to explain it, right? But it was like these skeleton looking people, right? And I'm so serious. It was some skeleton people, and I walked outside on the porch, and I was scared at first. I'm like, no. So I slap him, I slap the dude, but then a skeleton goes to another skeleton thing. And they're not really skeletons because they have like human-like figures. It's weird. And they hug each other. I'm like, ooh, love. And I know I'm on the phone with my boyfriend, like on the phone in the dream, right? I'm on the phone. I'm like, babe. I'm like, it's love. It's love. Love is the message. Love is the message, And he's quiet. I'm like, hello? I know you hear me, like, hello? And they look at me and they start singing some song, And I'm like, why are they fucking singing? It starts scaring me. I don't like singing skeletons. What are you singing for? So but she holds my hand. She says, it's okay, baby. And she has like this old people voice, And she starts singing. But then all of a sudden the music, the sweet music stops and it starts getting the dark music. And her hand starts clenching my hand. And so I punch her in the face. And then I don't know, but like something in it's like, I was in the dream, but like I don't know, I was pulling myself out of the dream. And I ended up like jumping into like darkness. It was weird, y'all. And I can hear, it's like I was awake though, because I could feel myself awake, like screaming out of the dream. But I'm not really screaming. It was like a soft scream, like, like I don't know how to describe it, but that's how the dream was. And all I kept hearing was people saying like, 14, yeah, they were 14. She was 14. She was 14. And I was like, 14? So I had to think about like, okay, what happened to me at 14? Get this. 14 was my first heartbreak. I said, oh shit. This is connecting. Okay. That's why I can't handle breakups. Because my first heartbreak, whew, and the way he broke my heart, like, he didn't even break up with me. He had his friend break up with me. So I feel like that's where that fear of rejection comes into play. And that fear that, love is going to be pulled away. Like all that. I was 14, That's my first like love. Like puppy love, I didn't eat, y'all. I remember playing Tamia, Officially Missing You, and I remember like it was raining outside, so I like did the whole like scene. I was so bent by that relationship. That 14-year-old breakup hit me, and I was like, damn, I'm still holding on to that. I have to let this go. Like I said, baby girl, it's okay. It's okay. I said, it's okay, baby girl. You got your heart broken at 14. Yeah, it hurt. But we ain't about to keep taking that into the next. That's why I got the pattern, y'all. It felt so good. I said, I screamed. It's like I jumped out of the illusion. That's kind of what the dream kind of gave me. Because it was not even like a real dream. Like I was not knocked out, y'all. I was like half up, half asleep. Like I could feel my body, but I was asleep. I don't know how to describe that. I don't know what that is. But I got myself out of it. Like I was like, no, we jumping out this. This is not it. And all I remember is when I was jumping out, I jumped into, like I could hear like the different timelines. It was like 14. Yeah, she was 14. I was like 14. Oh shit. And that's a 5. And so then I'm pulling my cards today, right? And I get this card and look at the number. It's a 4-1. It's a 5. So I was like, okay. And this card means not taking things personally. This card means not getting so involved in things and believing my emotions to a point where I create my own little reality where nothing's actually even happening and I'm causing my own chaos. Because I was like, damn, I'm the one with the false faith. I don't have the faith. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one who has these perceptions that nothing's going to work and that it's too hard. I'm the one who's causing the chaos because of my perceptions, because of my lack of forgiveness within myself and other people. And so I create this story of how the world is, and then boom, reality. It's like, no, this makes so much sense. This is what it means when they say you create your own reality. This is what this means. Oh, okay. Fuck that. I don't need this type of reality. I'm like, no, I don't like it. I don't want a defensive type of reality. I don't want a people pleaser reality. I don't want a perfect reality. I want like a raw, truth, flowing, non-resisting reality. Like, I'm learning to be more mindful. Like, even the card that I pulled, it said, what you think you become. I said, ooh, Alexis, ain't this like a check for me? Like, these thoughts that I'm having, even in moments of when people are telling you things about yourself or how they feel about you, even in those moments, just coming neutral and curious is what I'm learning. To be neutral and curious, because if you come there trying to actively listen, like it's like you might take on, especially if you care about these people, you might take on these things that they're feeling as beliefs, because we're not coming in a curious or open state. And then another card came out. Nothing is too hard for me. I said, ooh, the only reason why it is hard is because I perceive it to be hard. How dare I come into anyone's life and not give them authenticity and truth? Like, I feel like we can get into relationships. I'm watching A Different World, okay? I'm on like this binge watch of A Different World. And she said sometimes people get into relationships and they lose themselves because they try to be what they think that the other person wants them to be, rather than just be themselves. And I feel like that is the most realest thing. And I don't think people do it intentionally. I feel like you get into a relationship and you don't want to lose whoever you're with, or you don't want to disappoint whoever it is, or, whatever it is. Whatever the fear is, you just don't want to do it. And I feel like we have to just at least stay true, though. That's what I'm learning. Because seeing someone that you love hurt by you not being truthful is like the worst. It's so hard to feel that. And that's why, like, when I was doing my reading today and it said forgiveness, I was like, I need to not only forgive him, but I need to forgive myself. Like, I gotta forgive myself. And this is, I need to not, I said I wasn't going to do that, which is talk about my relationship on live without his consent. So I'm not about to do that. I just feel like in terms of myself, in terms of a lesson for me, is the more that you aren't honest and true and real, the more you're hurting yourself. And that's where that trying to be perfect comes into play. Like, if you're not being real and true, you try to be perfect. And perfectionism is not real. And I'd rather someone love me in my realness, in my authenticity, so then I know for sure who loves me. It's like if you show up fake, you won't really know who's there for you. But if you show up as you, as real as you are, you will align with those that really do fuck with you. And that's what I think that's what I've been learning. Like, I really feel like we cause our own struggles. Like, we cause our own pain by our own minds. The way that we perceive things, the way that we see things, the way that we feel about the way that we see things. And I really feel like I'm learning that I need to breathe in times of conflict. Like, it's so hard to not defend myself. It is the hardest thing. But nothing is too hard for me. I'm not saying that I can't do it. It's just that I didn't realize how embedded that shit was in my patterns. Damn it. I'm like, damn, I defend a lot. I could feel it. Because now that I'm aware of it, I'm like in the process of like doing better. I'm like, I could feel it, y'all. It'd be like right here. But I be having to pinch myself like, stop it. Shut up. Let him talk. It's not about being right now. It's not about being right, Alexis. It's not about someone understanding how you feel at this time. You could do that later. Write it down. So I'm trying to find like techniques like, hi. I'm trying to find techniques where I'm like, okay, listen and shut the fuck up, Alexis. Shh. And not listen where like, because before I was like playing like the ABCs in my head. Okay. That's not right. Because even though he's talking, I'm like, A, B, C, D, E, just so I don't interrupt him. That's not cool. Like, no. This is what we need to do. When people are talking, we need to shh and be open and curious. What are you saying? What do you mean? Oh, that's interesting. Like, I have to really care. Like, I was like, damn, I'm selfish as fuck. I'm only concerned about what I want to say, what I want to do, how I feel. That's not right. Let me correct you. Like, who am I? And so I had to think, like, how would I feel if that happened to me? If I had to express something and someone replied back with justification or like how they feel about what I feel, I would be like, shut the fuck up. Why are you talking? So I feel shut up, Alexis. I feel it. I get it. I used to not like that word. I used to be like, why are you telling me to shut up? Because you need to shut up. I do. And I have this board on my wall that I did a vision board a couple full moons ago, or new moons ago. And it says, in the middle, y'all, it says, if fear wasn't part of the equation, how would your life look different? I hate that. I don't know why I put that right there. I know. If fear wasn't part of the equation, but I also love that it's right there in my face. It's like, okay, it's like a reminder. If fear wasn't here, how would it look different? It wouldn't be no shame and no guilt. It wouldn't be none of this bullshit. I'll be moving in flow. I'll be flowing. it's like, I gotta be fearless. And that's love. Fearlessness is the truest version of self-love. Boom and boom, boom and boom. If I'm in a state of defense, I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want to defend. But it's so hard. Like, why is the subconscious so quick on being right, wrong? Why do we have this in us? And even though I know, like, okay, as a child, you know, I couldn't speak. I would get popped in my mouth. Bloop. Like, I used to hate that shit. Like, ugh. But so I feel like I haven't been able to express since I was a kid. So it's like, as an adult, I'm like, shit, I'm about to speak up. My inner child's like, speak up, cause we ain't about to get popped in the mouth. But it's like, no, that's not cool. It's just, I need to change, y'all. I want to do better. I don't want to be bitter. I want to be better, you know? And so I'm really trying to be hopeful with myself today. Like, after feeling all these feels and seeing all these things that I actually do and being honest with myself, that's shadow work. That dark shit, it's like, oh, it all came to light. I was like, oh my gosh. And thank God it came, you know, to light before the full moon, so I could write these things down, and then I know what to release next week. But in the times of like accumulating the things that you need to release, if you're really being honest with yourself, you feel like a horrible person. And so that's why I feel like that's why Spirit tries to encourage us to be kind and compassionate with ourselves first, and then do the shadow work. Because if you are already beating yourself up and you go do shadow work, you might sink into depression. You might have to go get professional help. I'm glad that I am encouraging myself, and I have been taking the time to really love myself and pay attention to how I feel, because today would have been harder to get all this revelation downloads that I have received this morning. Because I've been up since 11 o'clock last night. It's 7:30 in the morning. Do you hear me? That's a lot. I'm like, this is a lot. I'm the overly emotional. I'm the defender. I gotta be perfect. I gotta fix it. I gotta be accepted. I gotta leave out the parts from my past so that I can present a tolerable image. I shrunk, and I can't shrink no more. I can't. I can't. I died and I came back to life. Oh, and it's ugly. Like, when you be looking at the corpse, you be like, that's how I feel. I'm looking at my corpse like, that's what you used to be? We have to change this? We gotta clean this up. There's a lot of mess, Alexis. Why couldn't we recognize this on the path, or during the journey? And I know we can't live like that, like in the past. But it's like, fuck. If I knew what I know now, I wouldn't have done it. But I guess I had to go through it to know what I know now. I wrote this down too. What did I write? I said, challenges can be character building. It's a challenge, but I do feel like my character is built. It's building. I'm building character in the right ways. Not where I'm just aware of my shit and then acting like it ain't there. No, I'm aware of it. It's there. But I'm doing better. It's there. I ain't about to pretend that my defense is not there. And that would be a lie. It's a habit. I've been doing it since I was 2. I'm 31. That's a long time to be in a pattern of defense. It's a long time to try to fix shit and help people and heal and shit. Like, that's a lot. It's a long time of trying to be perfect and get people to accept you and your family. Like your close people. Like fuck people at school and shit. I was trying to get acceptance at home. Like at home. I didn't care about people accepting me at school. I wore high waters, y'all. I wore corduroy overalls. Okay? Pigtails. I didn't care. I used to carry around a cow. I used to love cows. I didn't care what nobody thought about me at school. But at home, I was like, love me. You don't like what I did? Why? Why did you take my door off the hinges? Where's my privacy? Because I didn't do what you wanted me to do. I didn't clean my room right. Can you teach me how you want me to clean the room right so I don't mess up again? Like, you know, it's like, but I'm not looking at anything as it happened to me. Like, my mom did the best she could at what she had. Like, she was 18 years old. The fuck? I was not 18 when I had my first kid. I don't know what she was thinking in her head. That's a lot. So I'm not like, oh, my mom did this to me. No, I'm over that. But it still happened to me, and I know that it affected me in ways because I'm a kid. When you're a kid, you're taking in everything. You're a sponge. I'm soaking it in. So that's why we gotta be careful when we feed our kids between ages 0 to 5, because all that is a soak in for how their subconscious when they get older. Boom, me. And you know what's crazy is you really can know your truest self if you think back to your first baby word. I know that's hard. Ask your mama if you have one, or your dad, or whoever raised you. Because I know my first word was no. And my first sentence was leave me alone. And I know because it's in my baby book. Like, I full Aries energy, okay? I was really setting boundaries at age 1 year old. Leave me alone. And no. Like, I need to get back to that. That's why I feel like I'm betraying myself. That's why I'm not honest. That's why I lie. That's why I have guilt. That's why I have shame. I'm not saying no when I want to say no. I'm not saying leave me alone when I want to be left alone. I need to get back to that. No! I don't want to talk about this right now. And I don't have to say it like that. Right now, I'm not in a space to receive. It's too much for me. It's overwhelming. Can we get back to this at another time? Is that okay? If I need to be able to express that, rather than allowing someone to pour on me when I'm not ready to see, I'm not open to receive, and then I go into defense mode. Because I didn't stand up for myself. Because I didn't say, hey, this right now I'm not able to receive this conversation. Can we come back at it at a later time? If I can't say that, I'm going to defend myself. For sure. I will. I have 3 kids. I have 3 brains. 3 spirits. Okay? 3. So I got a lot of work to do because I can't pass these habits down to my kids. Like, I don't want my daughter to be a people pleaser. I do not want my daughter to over defend herself, and I don't want my daughter to not be able to stand up for herself. I don't want my daughter to feel like she can't be herself and she gotta lie to get people to love her. I don't want my sons to be passive aggressive. I don't want them to be aggressive and not be able to express themselves. I just don't. And so I have to be able to do the work with them myself so that I can show them through my actions. I have to be able to show my daughter how to love herself by me loving myself. I gotta be honest with myself so that my kids know how to be honest. If I'm lying, my kids are gonna be professional liars, y'all. And I can't get mad at them. You know? Like, when my son, when he stole for the first time, y'all. That shit was hilarious. Kids are so funny because they think that we don't know, you know? It's like, kids have such a, I don't know, it was so funny when he stole for the first time, but it's like I knew he stole because I stole before, you know? And he was only 4. But we're in like a craft store, and he's asking me for all this candy, and I'm like, no, it's Halloween, it's in a couple of days. Like, no. And I gave them like this crunch popcorn. I let them eat it while we walk around the store. So I'm like, you just ate a whole bunch of chocolate popcorn. Like, you're not about to get no candy. And he's all mad. Whatever, you deal with it. Right? So we leaving, and he didn't think, because he's 4. So he starts opening the package while we walk into the car. I turn around, I said, where'd you get that? He's looking. I'm like, no. Now you're going to take it back to the store, and you're going to tell the person that you took it. Okay? That I didn't punish him. I didn't whoop him. I don't do that. You gonna do it. Tell him what you did and say sorry and give it back. But the fact that he did that, it's like, where does this stuff come from? Like, where do lies and like stealing, what the fuck, you know? Why I don't steal in front of him. I never stole in front of him. How did he know to steal? Like, that's just crazy to me. And he's only 4. So it's like, I learned to lie at like age 3. Just like he just stole at age 4. But since I didn't like shame him for it, like I didn't beat him up, or I didn't go call my mom, Zion stole. Like, I didn't do all that. I literally was like, I let him handle his own behavior. You're going to take accountability and you're going to take action. And he hasn't stole since. He's 6 now, about to be 7. He hasn't stole since. I feel like the shame is what makes you want to do it again. When you be like, you know, when people like call everybody in your family and tell everybody what you did, like that's shame. That's shame. Oop. That's when you start lying and shit. But yeah, I just had to get on here because I was like, I'm not being myself and I'm gonna be me, okay? Like, not that I haven't been being myself, it's just I've been holding back parts that are more real. Like, the other night, I wasn't being honest. Like, I was talking shit. I've noticed that I've been talking a lot of shit. That's ego, which is not my higher self, you know? And I haven't been vulnerable, and that means I'm not being true. Like, okay, like, ain't no, might have said things out of spite and resentment and anger and fear rather than out of love. Because if I would have came at it with openness and vulnerability, I really would have expressed to everyone, like, I take full responsibility for which I think I have said that out loud, but it really is, that's all that it needed to be, you know? That was not cool. Because I wouldn't have liked to see that on the opposite end. And it just wasn't what I really wanted to say. Like, I wanted to talk to him so bad. I wanted to fix things. I wanted to heal things. I wanted to cry. I wanted to love. I wanted to be all of that, but I didn't express that. I tried to hide it with my ego, you know, like acting like I'm all okay and I am learning and I'm healing, but it's like, I learned, okay, but I haven't been taking the steps and the actions to align with my words, okay? I might talk a big game, but I need to actually align with my actions. You actually do the work, which I feel like that's where the challenge comes in, because a lot of it's easy to be aware of things within yourself and know why you do the things you do, but it's so much harder to know those things and then actually do the work. And that's where I come into play. Like, okay, it's not hard. If I tell myself it's hard, then it will be, but it's not hard. Why it ain't hard to be honest? It's not hard to let someone talk, Alexis. It's not hard to let someone express their feelings. You went to school for psychology. Shut your mouth. I have a degree in psychology. Shut your mouth. You know, it shouldn't be this hard to allow someone to be vulnerable. It shouldn't be hard, but it is, y'all. It really is. If you are a people pleaser, or you're a fixer, or like you feel like you gotta help everybody, it's hard. What is that, empath? Being an empath is hard. And I don't think a lot of empaths are honest with themselves about being a toxic empath. Because you could be an empath, but you could be toxic as fuck as an empath. Where you're like too in the emotions and too lost in like no, I gotta be real with it. I'm not perfect, and I do hurt other people. Like, that's me being real, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. And I feel like that is hard to hear, and it's hard to like list all the things that you've done that you are now seeing because you're not seeing it the way that you see it, but like really changing your perspective and looking at the bigger picture. Looking at the bigger picture is hard because you like, oh, I'm the problem. I'm the problem. But the greatest thing about recognizing that you're the problem is the solution. Because only we know the solution. Only you know yourself. You know how to get yourself right, you know? That's why I had to tell myself, like, Alexis, this ain't hard. We know how to get ourselves right. We could do this. We could do this. It's okay. I know that you've been selfish. But that's why I think that card had to come out for me. Every day is a new beginning. I needed to hear that. Because sometimes we beat ourselves up because of all the things that we've done. But what's important is, what are you doing right now, you know? That progress. What's the small progress that you took today? Yes, you fucked up. How are you doing better today that changes what you did? Or I want to say changes it, but like corrects what you did. Yeah. Yeah, that's me being real. Where's my lighter? I feel like I lose this thing like consistent throughout the day. Throughout the day, the lighter goes missing, and it was just right here. It had to be because I just smoked. I'm gonna be knocked out. I already know I'm about to be asleep because I've been up since last night. Where's my lighter? Oh, look what that's crazy. While I'm looking for my lighter, I found my worry stone. Okay. That's cool. Cause I thought it was in my jean jacket. Well, I didn't think it was in my bed. Lighter, lighter, where are you? Where, oh where did you go? You know, sometimes you be sitting on it, which I am. Why do you always sit on your lighter? Like, this was always under the ass. Yeah, I think I need to roll a new one, though. This one's pretty small. This is not enough for me. What is this? What is this? But, yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. Because I feel like I just kind of went in. And, did I talk about my relationship? Did I fuck up? I didn't, right? I didn't. I think I stayed focused on my shit. That's me trying to be perfect. Look, I just did it again. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful of myself and my growth. I could do it. You can do it. I could do it. What's today? Friday? I be forgetting because I don't work on Fridays. I feel so bad for talking shit. I shouldn't feel this bad. I know I need to forgive myself. That's why this card came out. That's why this came out today. And all my doubts are pretty clear because look what Spirit told me. Go for it. You just gotta forgive, Alexis. You gotta move in forgiveness. Stop taking everything personally. Stop taking everything so personal. I guess I'll do my, you know what? This is what I'm about to do. I'm about to keep doing my reading that I was doing for myself. I was already doing this for myself. And look, these two cards came out. Break free and have faith. Okay, so, and break free was like basically saying like, be myself, right? Show up authentically. Which is so funny because I was sitting here talking to myself and those cards came out. I was like, okay, confirmation. But I just started getting overwhelmed. Like, damn, I got a lot of issues. But I have to remember, like, nothing's wrong with me. Like, nothing's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with me. We all got our own problems. We all have our own issues in our own ways, you know? And mine are just mine. Like, we all have our own shit. I'm tired of not moving in ways that are aligned with my values. Like, I'm done doing that. I'm so done doing that. Because I know how I do it. I do it. And I do it and I fuck shit up. Because I move too... my anxiety be like 8 of Wands energy. Quick. Like, why am I... Slow your ass down, which was just crazy because if you watch my readings, the last reading was about slowing down and processing your feelings. Hello, Alexis. That's why I be doing the collective readings, and I don't do them for people or like I'm pointing a finger. It's us. It's all of us. Like, there's no way that if we're a consciousness, right? There's no way that I'm experiencing this self-limiting shit by myself. There's no way that I'm experiencing shame and guilt and fear by myself. There's no way. There's no way that I'm not the only one that's having a hard time processing feelings and slowing the fuck down. There's no way that this message is just for me. It's not possible. With the High Priestess at the bottom of the card, y'all. With the tarot cards, though. That's me. With my kitty. Only I'm black. I'm not that color, but it's the energy, though. It's not the actual image of the girl. It's the energy of the card. It's the High Priestess. It's balance. When in doubt, your first gut feeling. I'm trying to tell you. I'm aware of my shit. And I know that I'm not the only one on this shit. Okay? I'm not the only one with the shit. I'm not. We all have our own shit. I'm done acting like I don't got problems. I am not perfect. And I don't, it's really tiring and overwhelming to try to be. Okay? I cannot keep up with meeting other people's expectations. It's a lot. Like, we gotta break that. And it was crazy is, I didn't even know that I was doing that. It took someone telling me. I'm not gonna say someone. It took my man telling me. It took him. Because, and my mom really, my mom's been talking shit my whole life, for real. You know, but it's my mom, so you'd be like, la la la, it'd be like the Family Guy, you know? Is that, or like, what is that? Charlie Brown? Wah, wah, wah. That's what my mom sounds like. But when you hear from someone that you like are intimate with, it's like, oh, I do that. I think that's where the growth comes in, though. Is like being able to say, oh, damn, I do that. Fuck. I've been moving out of fear since I met you. How is that, love? Wow, Queen of Cups. I'm trying to tell you, I cried and I came back balanced, okay? I realized things and I'm like, look, honoring your emotions is one of the highest forms of self-care. Thank you, Spirit. Honoring my emotions. This is me self-caring myself. I honor my emotions, y'all. I know why I do the things I do. I get it. I feel it. I feel it. I do. And I'm done not honoring how I feel. I feel the way I feel. If I don't honor it, I'm going to keep making bad choices. I don't want to call them bad choices. It's like, it's just not aligned. They're not misaligned choices. They're misaligned choices. They're not bad choices or wrong choices. They're just not aligned. I want to start making choices that are in alignment with me. That's all. So I can stop causing chaos and pain around me and within me, you know? Because if there's pain and suffering within us, we're going to experience pain and suffering outside of us. And the only way we're experiencing pain and suffering within us is we're not balancing our emotions. We're not being honest with ourselves. We're not in alignment. Oh, this came out in reverse. Yeah. Wow. Spirit is speaking my mother. This Six of Cups in reverse is like really releasing the past. Because the card says, yeah. I just got this deck, by the way. So I'm still learning it a little bit. Wow. The card means Oh, you haven't been very considerate to yourself lately, have you? This card asks, no, begs you to be kind to yourself as you are to everyone else. You are enough, and you always have been, and you always will be. That's crazy. With the Knight of Cups coming out, this is about like expressing my emotions. And the fact that the poetry book is there, y'all, I just sent my poetry book to a publisher. That's my best way of expressing myself, is through poetry. And that's, I don't know, spirit, I feel like spirit's telling me to be kind to myself and to what does this say? That is how I see it. It says this person expresses their feelings through writing, painting, music, and displays of grand affection. But it says safeguard my heart. And I really feel like this is telling me to safeguard my heart and safeguard his, because we both have big hearts. But I feel like this is really telling me like to allow myself to feel and honor my feelings and be kind to myself and know that I'm still enough. This is why I do tarot. This is why I read, because spirit knows what to say. I be feeling like, and even if it's your higher self, I really feel like my higher self be just knowing exactly what I need to hear. And that's why, like, this abundance card came out for me, and I didn't take it as like material, like, or like wealth. I took it as worth. Know my worth. Know that I'm enough. You know, I'm a pot full of gold. Actually, I'm a pot full of pearls. Pearls. I like this. What's this Knight of Cups though? I like this energy that I feel like, even though I came on here feeling overwhelmed, I think I needed to get that out, because someone's gonna need to hear the things that I was saying, because I'm not the only one experiencing these things. Wow, Strength card just came out. It takes great strength to be soft. Do I need to say anything? Yo, it takes great strength to be soft. And my cat is orange. She chilling there. Bra off, relaxing, okay? Petting her kitty. That's what I was doing just before I got on here. It's like, it takes great strength to be soft. I feel that. It's like me being able to drop my guard of like that. You know how ego sometimes will make you feel harder? I mean, I'm a Sagittarius, so Sagittarius, we be doing that. We be like, exterior. You can't get through here. But I feel like that's my weakness, because it hasn't gotten me far. Like me trying to act like nothing phases me, or I got this, or, you know, it's just no. I'm emotional. I have a Cancer moon. I'm a crybaby. I feel. And when I don't feel my feelings, like when I don't actually honor them, it looks like rage or resentment or promiscuity or violent. I'm not really violent. I can get aggressive, but I'm not really violent. I have been. My past, young Alexis, whoo, I was feisty. I did not want nobody to know how I felt. Okay, I was like, you will not. Now it's like, I can no longer be like that, because I know too much. I've done too much inner work. I've done too much spiritual work. I've done too much hoodoo. I know too much to be acting like that, you know? So at this point, it's like, you got to honor how you feel so that you can make the right choices for yourself. So you can feel strong. So you can, it's like, I got to gain that self-esteem. The best way to, what did I write down? I wrote that shit down too. I wrote it down. I don't want to throw that away. I wrote that down. I said self-esteem is standing up for what is right and focusing on what makes you proud. So standing up for what's true to you. It takes great strength to be soft. Wow. Don't be hard no more, Lex. There's no need to be hard. It don't get me nowhere. It gets me nowhere. Ooh, I like what came out. I'm quite confused on this card, because I know this card, the broom card, is like the death card, but it's in reverse, and this card means like being either mindful of my surroundings if I want to involve myself in certain energies, or avoiding the inevitable. But with this good luck charm coming out, I felt there's good luck coming to something that was going to end. I don't know. That's how I'm gonna take it though. That's what I'm feeling. Clarify this broom card. Ain't that card talks about being kind? Oh, wow. Find reasons why I love myself. I feel like, even though this card is supposed to be the death card, I feel like it's like cleaning up the inside of my life, you know, by focusing on things that I love about myself. Kind of like what I just said with that self-esteem, like building my self-esteem up by focusing on what makes me proud. What's this good luck charm? It's like, go with my head rather than my heart. Okay. I feel like it's like going with my head and not my heart when I make decisions, and on how I am receptive to other people's energy, or what I put out, what I give out. Okay. I think I'm gonna do a reading, y'all. I think I'm gonna hop off and do a reading, a general reading. Because y'all only be in my business. Get out of my business. Get out of my business. I wrote in my journal, the one that I published. I wrote in it. I was like, why not? Might as well write in it, you know. Look how pretty it is on the inside. I like it. I like it. Go get you a journal. Okay, I'm about to do a reading. I'll see you at the other one.